Hey everybody!
Good morning, guys!
Welcome back. We are headed to the Smithsonian Zoo here in Washington, D.C. and we have come up with a little plan to divide and conquer it and take you along for both of our experiences at the zoo.
That's right. 2,100 animals we had to divide.
I am most excited about the panda.
Yeah?
I've never seen a real panda.
Me either. That's a good point. Yeah. Me too. Okay.
I hope that the panda is out and standing up where we can see him. Let's go.
Let's go.
We're here, and this is such a pretty entrance to the zoo. We're in parking lot B.
Yeah.
Look how gorgeous this is. So pretty. We got a fountain over here with an elephant squirting some water out of his trunk.
The zoo opens at 8. It's 9:40. So it's still a little cool today.
Yeah, the heat wave, thank goodness.
I know.
We had a couple weeks there where it felt like 100 every day. I'm so glad we're over that.
So this is a gift from the 20th Century Club.
1890 to 1990. Here's a map of the zoo. We had planned a whole divide and conquer strategy at the house over coffee this morning, but it turns out our plan isn't going to work out because the Africa Trail is closed, as is the American bison. So we're going to come up with a new divide and conquer plan. We've made our new divide and conquer plan. We are here where the red star is.
It's good. We're about in the middle of the zoo. So I am going to, I guess that's me turning right to go hit this top portion, even though we have two closed areas. Jules will start
making my way this way.
And then I'm going to text her when I get back to this point to see where she is and either decide, do I go film new stuff or link up with her and we divide what's left, I guess.
Yeah.
Does that sound okay? Okay, I am headed to the Asia Trail. We're going to climb about 200 feet, I think it told me on the maps, of elevation. And then I'll film along the way here. And again, I am headed to this area where there are two closed exhibits currently. So I'm sure mine is going to be a lot shorter than Jules is. Okay, I stopped right here. It says 1889. The zoo was established to save wildlife because at that time the American bison was nearly extinct and other North American animals were threatened. And again, I'm going to say it one more time. If you haven't seen the Ken Burns documentary on the American buffalo, you have to watch that. 20 steps after I got off the camera. Show you now we are in one of the elephant exhibits. I'll pan this way, show you these guys over here in the corner too. It's a big boy walking. Looks like a very clean habitat. I'm assuming maybe those tires are to play around with. I wish I could see them in the water, but it's just not that hot yet today, thankfully for us. Although it does look like the park has a lot of really nice natural shade. See what they might be doing over here in the corner. It's a large habitat too, but only see 3. I'll make my way around in just a second.
All right, the first thing I'm going to come to is the elephant trail. Okay, we're supposed to be seeing an Asian elephant here, which they are far more endangered than African elephants. The part of the enclosure that I'm at currently, I can only see one and he's way over there. So I see a bridge. I'm sure we're going to make it closer to him at some point. But let me show you what he looks like from here.
Here we go. Different view very quickly. The Asian elephant. You see there 6,000 to 12,000 pounds. Of course, we saw the largest one on display, if you remember. Again, those of you who might have watched my museum video, and that specimen in the center of the Natural History Museum. Let's see, getting a drink of water here. Wow, I don't know, elephants always fascinate me. They seem like comedians of the animal world. It says they are mega herbivores. And it says, how can you help? Which, we We talked to you about that at the museum with the Asian elephant. And then I'll film this very quickly. It says poop tells tales. We've got seeds, we got fruits that the elephants eat, of course. You can see that right over there. So with these migrating animals, of course, we're talking about being able to spread fruit and veggie along miles of trails. All right, let's move on.
Next up, we are entering the American Trail. And the sign up front said that the bison exhibit is going to be closed, which is kind of a bummer because I really like bison, but I like North American mammals too. So that's what comes after the Asian elephant. I did read some warnings. This is a very hilly zoo. It's wonderful paved trails, but it's Washington, D.C. We're very hilly. So that's something to keep in mind if you're planning on visiting. Thankfully, it's kind of an overcast day and it's not too hot. It's also very, very shady, and that feels nice. The first thing we've come to is the river otter enclosure, but they are not out. Everybody knows what a river otter would be, my spirit animal. But I don't see them. I might see one sleeping here, but the glass is a little bit fuzzy, so I'm not sure if that's a river otter sleeping under that log or not, but I definitely don't see any out playing.
Okay, right off of that exhibit, we have Pachyderm Plaza. And you see, look at this, the American mastodon, the woolly mammoth, and the four-tusked mastodon. So let's go see what's in here. So it's actually an area where the elephants can come indoors. And we don't really have them right now coming indoors, but I'll show you a quick view here. And then behind me is just a few pieces of trivia, little education section. It's a tusk over there. And that's about it here.
We are not having good luck today. I'm at an enclosure where there's supposed to be an American beaver, but I don't see it anywhere. I did see an employee come out and put some food over there, but I don't see the beaver anywhere. I hope Michael's having better luck today than I am. These are some really cool flowers. The zoo worker is down there trying to call them out and coax them with food, but I think they're hiding in that den. Somewhere in there. I think that's where they are. I hope Michael is seeing more animals today than me.
The zoo's new exhibit is coming up. That is Panda Plaza. Show you a little bit more over here on the side. This is Panda Grove. Okay, I guess it's up ahead. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't have white hair. Maybe it's like a different species. Yeah, that's the species.
That was a bald eagle, but there were a bunch of kids there, so I didn't talk. I think it's too young. It doesn't have its white head yet. And it was the only one in the cage. I was about to give up. I thought we were going to strike out again, but this is the red wolf, and a girl who was here before me pointed him out. He's way up there. We're going to zoom. So far we have seen the backside of an elephant, a not bald eagle, and a gray wolf that my phone couldn't focus on. All it could focus on was the chain link fence.
Oh, here we go. Although he seems to be hiding away there or sleeping. So you get the back end of him. That's all that we can see right now. See if I can get you a better look, at least around his head. He does not want to be bothered right now. He's knocked out. It reminds me of Abra sleeping, which she probably is. Okay, the rest of this is different kinds of habitats. A little bit of education about the panda bear. I think we're coming up onto another exhibit that may have another panda in it. Let's see. Yes, and he is sleeping as well. Let me get over here and get you a better photo. Qingbao. Just relaxing back there in the corner. There he is. Female, born September 2021. I love that she's sleeping with her ball.
Hey, I think our luck is turning. We're finally seeing something. This is the gray seal exhibit, and there are two in here. It's a little tough because of the chain link fence, but I think you can see them. One's lighter, and he's like super active right now, and then the other one way over there is going a lot slower. That one's a lot more gray.
Wait, you see it? Oh, wow.
Well, that was neat. I've never seen a panda before. I'll have to bring Julie back to show her those two giant pandas. Maybe they'll be up whenever we go back. The only other thing that was along the way to the exhibit was a red panda. I didn't film that because it's too hot for the red panda to be out and about. So it was in a glassed-in terrarium and needed the AC on. And when I got up to it, I couldn't film it. I couldn't even see it. It was too dark. The glass was too tinted. So otherwise, that was all this exhibit was.
We got a sea lion here. He'll come back up. There he is. There he is. There's two of them.
You want to talk about seeing something in the wild? As I'm passing the first little spot to eat, I didn't even know Sbarro was still a thing. I'm used to that being mall pizza. Apparently they're still open though. So that's interesting. You can come and get a giant slice while you go look at the giant panda. So here it says to look in to your average everyday pond and see small critters, tadpoles, mosquitoes, dragonflies. I don't see anything that's too active right now, but it is a beautiful little spot. And then you walk right into the closed exhibit. You see all of the placards have been removed, all the information, the video. This apparently was where the American bison exhibit was. So it's empty now. I won't spend but a minute talking about that, but it was in the corner of this in your own backyard exhibit. What's this one? What happens to the birds in your backyard? So I'm not sure what it's. I do see some bees, so I know those are important. Again, this is a very well laid out zoo, very beautiful plant life. Going to the birds, and again, I don't really see any birds. They have a few nests up there. Nothing moving so much right now. Ooh, we got ladybugs over here as I move through. Always heard ladybugs landing on you is good luck. Look at that. Better than pesticides, which harm pollinators, these beetles and other insect protects and are nature's pest controllers. These are gorgeous flowers. I've never seen flowers like this before. Look at that. Look at those colors. Wow. I've always enjoyed ladybugs. Did not know that they were the pest controllers though.
This is a huge, look, deep enclosure for the California sea lion. be over there near that other window now. Here he comes.
Dad, there's a mom and a dad and a baby.
Okay, this sea lion's totally made up for all the otters and other critters that we have missed so far. Maybe I can circle back through here, see if any of these other animals have come out yet. All right, this is supposed to be an Andean bear from the Andes Mountains. I don't think he's out though. It looks like they're doing some work to part of his enclosure, so no Andean bear. All right, next we're entering Amazonia.
Okay, we've come back into the other side of the Asian Trail because we are heading to the birdhouse next, I believe. I think this is going to split from the panda exhibit. Yes, we can see that on our left. And I believe we're going right to see the birds. Okay, I am heading to something called a sloth bear. Not sure if I've ever seen one of these. It says piggyback bears, but I don't know if he's out. So there he is, but I don't see him. He's got a whole setup here for people to watch, but I don't know where he is. It says he carries his kiddos on his back, but I don't see him. It doesn't say that the weather or the heat or anything has kept him from the habitat, but sorry, this sucks. I wanted to see this thing, but apparently it's empty. Shoot. No sloth bear for us today, I don't think. I did hear someone say that they'd been to the zoo many times and have yet to see it. There is a cast up here of one, but certainly not as cool as the real thing. Maybe over in here? There's a cave back in here, but I don't see anything in there either. Shoot.
It's giant stingrays in this really cool reproduction of a rainforest. Look at them. Amazonian rays are threatened by the trade in ornamental fish. These are huge. Not quite as big as the one in the aquarium at Epcot, but close. How gorgeous his markings are. There's so many of them in here. Wow, these are some big fish. All right, we have barbels, red-tailed catfish, black pacu, arapaima, and something else. That's definitely as long as I am tall. Huge. I don't really think of fish when I think of the Amazon for some reason. I'm not really thinking of a rainforest, but not like rivers. And gosh, these fish are huge.
Wait, I didn't realize how big his exhibit was. Do you see him back there? He's moving along the top. You go over here.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to come around the corner here, maybe, at some point. There he is, in the way back there. Although you can't see in any detail. He just looks like a frazzled bear. There's a little better view, but I don't know if he's going to come down the hill or not. Let me try to move angles and see. The lighting's a little better here, but again, you're just seeing the backside of him. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a full, he's turning, a full view though. A little bit. Man, Yeah, he's walking back up the hill. Well, that's about it.
My phone has been doing these weird things lately. It goes in and out of cinematic mode when I don't ask it to. The flash will come on when I don't ask it to. Wow, so huge. Okay, it's a mural, but it has a manatee on it. My favorite animal in the world is a manatee. Oh my gosh, look what I just walked up the steps into. Oh, this is so pretty. Wow. Animals roam free here. Keep your voice low. All right, what can we see? It's so humid and muggy in here. It feels awesome though. I like humid and muggy. Here's some birds that we could see. A hawk-headed parrot, a yellow-rumped cack, green aracari, spoonbill, sloth. There's a sloth here? What? Beautiful birds. This is such a bright orange color.
We have a clouded leopard next. Right down there. There we go. She's looking at a handler, which is right here. You can't see it from this side. Let me see if I can find a better view.
Keeping my eyes peeled for the sloth. It didn't actually say there was a sloth here, but there was a sign with a picture of a sloth. So maybe I'm assuming there's a sloth where there isn't one, but if it's here, I'm going to try my best to find it. This is just such a cool habitat. Look at the size of this fish. My gosh, this is such a cool habitat. I think it's just a little bit unlike anything I've seen in a zoo before. But I am not seeing the sloth.
Okay, I got a different viewpoint. Maybe if you can see through the fence. Oh, the tree's blocking us now. A little better. Yeah, that's all we're gonna get today.
I think we saw some of these in Colombia too. When we were in Minca, I think we saw that. Or maybe I'm confusing it with a toucan, but it really looks like a bird I saw in Minca when I was looking for toucans. That's not a toucan, right? But it's kind of got similar colorings to the toucans that we were seeing. That gives you a little bit of perspective how big this ray is.
How can I get it towards me?
No idea what a fishing cat is. Let's go see what that is. The guy looks like a bobcat.
Beautiful. Hi.
Looks like a bobcat, yeah. Wow. It looks a little mean though. Says they use their swimming skills to catch food, dive in the water, catch the fish. Says they live in tropical wetlands. Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Laos. But man, he looks like he's ready to pounce. He does not like the audience here. It's the clearest view we've had of any of the cats so far.
I don't think there was really a sloth. I think it was just indicative of what might be in an environment like this. If there is a sloth, it wasn't out. I really spent some time looking. And a couple times I would think I saw something and it was just a bird flying in the bush. So I don't think there was a sloth out today.
This one's a clawed otter and it says there's a feeding time in about 6 minutes. So I'm going to go around here and see. There's quite the line. We'll see what we try to catch on camera.
That rainforest really made me miss Florida though. All those big, big birds of paradise plants. The manatee, the dolphin even on the mural.
Okay, they must know it's feeding time. They came running. There they are. They know exactly where to go.
All right, coming out of Amazonia, we have what is supposed to be like farmyard animals and a farmyard exhibit. I don't dare do any type of petting zoo situation because I'm here with Michael and he is terribly allergic. Like I would have to put him in the bed of the pickup truck to drive home. So I'm just gonna look at the farmyard animals from here and not do any interacting with them simply because I'm here with Michael. I grew up on a farm and we had goats. We milked them actually. Goat milk to this day is my favorite milk, even though I'm lactose intolerant and I really can't drink it. Love goat milk. I think that's a cow on the left, right? And is that a goat right there? Just peeking at us with one eyeball. We had cows on our property too. In fact, my favorite cow looked a lot like this brown one in the back. Solid brown, but it had a white head. But right in the middle of its forehead, it had a brown star, and it was really pretty. Are these sheep? Whatever these are, they are certainly sheared down. Look at his little tail. Oh, that little head. That looks like Abra's face. Looks just like her little head. Scratching his ears. Oh my goodness. What cuties. Don't forget this one. We got some donkeys over here. This one, actually all of them have something on their feet. Do you see their feet are all bandaged up? There's two more over here. And a really pretty white one over here. I don't see a sign anywhere about what the things on their feet are. Maybe it's for the heat. I don't know. There's signs about all the other animals, but it just says donkey. So I have no idea what that's for. Maybe it's because the asphalt's hot. I don't know. Here we have, they're called koi carp and channel catfish. Aw, pigs. Michael will be excited about this if he makes it this far. Wow, what a noise. He loves pigs. Very allergic to them too, but he does love pigs. There's one more back here speaking.
All right, we are headed across the bridge to the birdhouse. And in doing so, we can stop and see the elephants again. We're walking over their habitat. Look at these big guys. We were up there before on top of the hill. So this one's the backside of their habitat. Okay, moving on. I think elephants are so cool. Going to assume this is the birdhouse way back in the corner here. Oh, what is this? Hang on. Historic Column Capitol. Look at this beautiful work. Oh, look. 1937. It's pulled from right here. Came time for renovation in 1965. They pulled this off and put it on display. But look at that. It's very Egyptian looking to me. The colors, I'm sure that's hand painted. It's awesome. So you can see it absolutely has been modernized here with the way that it's now designed. Let's go inside. I'm not sure what to expect in the birdhouse. We'll give it a go.
This barn big time reminds me of when I went to Stockholm, Sweden. Gosh, it's been almost 2 years ago now.
Here's more of that original front that they had outside. Wow, look at that. That is stunning. 1928. This is what the birdhouse entrance looked like in 1928. Let me walk a little closer to see if I can show you some detail here. Wow. Gorgeous. Man, that's just stunning. Stunning architecture. We got some beautiful fish. Let's see. Okay, I see it. This is a sandpiper behind the, well, behind the brush. There's a few more. These little guys were all over our beach. I don't know if we ever told that story, but we had an outbreak of avian flu while we were in Florida, and we found a sick bird. Jules very nicely picked it up to take it to the conservatory, and then we quickly found out that we needed to hand the bird over, burn the hat. We actually left the hat with them and made sure to not approach any more birds that summer. Buffet by the Bay, horseshoe crab eggs. Okay, but what bird am I looking for? The Arctic snowbirds? I don't see any snowbirds over here. This side is empty. So let me go over and see the other birds here. Shorebird bills. Alright, here's some. Get a little closer. And then I have one more little pod. Show you back in here. And then that's going to do it for us.
Oh, we have prairie dogs. Look.
Penny. I just need to see. I can't see. Hurry up. It's I went to a zoo and then I caught up with you and started looking at my mom. Oh, it's so cute. It's like a rabbit. Okay, let's go. Can we look at paradox?
They do look exactly what.
I love that. I can't remember if I've ever seen a prairie dog in a zoo. I have seen them out west in the wild. But I can't remember if I've ever seen one in the zoo. I'm trying to remember if the Brevard Zoo had prairie dogs. We are headed to the lions and tigers enclosure.
There's some ducks here. Oh, little diver ducks. I always thought watching diver ducks was so interesting. So there's two in this habitat. There's something back here in the corner. I don't know what that is. And there's also a bird here in the brush. He's hidden. Oh, there he goes. Show you this guy again. I can sit and watch ducks all day. Okay, I'll move over to the other side. What do we have here? Another duck. And small ducks and other birds here. Your songbird is right up here on a water pipe, and you probably can't see it. But he's making some big noise. And then one more. Look at this little guy. Look here. Trying to sneak away. Still over here in the corner. Hello. Trying to sleep. We'll leave him alone. And then you got time. Look at how they look when they have the first set of feathers. They're a lot fuzzier, aren't they? Little baby duck there. Okay. I think we're off to the next set. Oh wait, hang on. Had to pan out there. Yeah, the migratory bird stamps I always think is interesting too. I know that's a big deal in the fowling community with what stamp comes out. So we've been looking at ruddy ducks, and I actually didn't know that. I wasn't sure. So maybe another section. I want to see a wood duck. I've never seen a wood duck in the wild. Nope. Yes, this way. Okay.
All right, this is the tiger enclosure. We can only see a little bit of him. He's laying on his side facing us, and he's got one ear up in the air. But here, I'm gonna zoom. There's a tiger in here.
Oh, that's what she was looking for.
Yeah.
Where is he?
He's up on that hill underneath the log,
Oh.
and he's laying on his
You
side.
keep it?
I thought I was in that little girl's way, but her grandma wants to walk around and see him from the back. But there he is, just lazy and sleeping. It's getting warmer. He's probably getting hot. Ooh, there we saw his face. All right, we have lucked up. The lions are out today. This is incredible because I have never been this close in a zoo to a lion with this little in my way. Look, this is just a chain link fence. We are very high. You can see the wall, but look. Even at Disney at the safari, you can never see the lions this good. Got two boys here. No female, I guess. That's fantastic. There's a sign right here. I was holding my phone up over the fence and it says, if you lose anything, contact the zoo. This is a great zoo. They have these little notches like this here where you can really get into the enclosure with them. That's so cool. Here, we'll look from another angle. Now tell me that doesn't look like Abra sniffing the air to see if a snack's on its way. Lovely. I don't know how they don't keep them. You see this guy up here? There's another layer, another terrace. You could just jump right up there and then right over that, right? Here's another enclosure for tigers, and I see one way up here. See what I mean? It looks like she could just take a few steps back and easily sprint right over that.
Hang on, look at this guy. This is beautiful. Look at the blues on this guy. Oh my gosh. A beautiful little bird. He just flew up as I was trying to find the exit.
Here's another look at that first tiger. Did I call that last one we were at a tiger? I think it was a female lion. I'm not sure why I said that. This is a tiger. That was the female lion. She was in one cage and the two boy lions were in the other. And this is the sleeping kitty that we saw his face.
All right, we made it out. I've got my little road sign here. Let's see what it says. I think we are heading, straight ahead for more birds. Yay, more birds. I'd like to see a bald eagle. I saw a bald eagle once. Julie took me to a zoo. Was that in? Julie would have to tell you. I think it was in Homosassa Springs. I got to see an injured bald eagle. It's the first bald eagle I'd ever seen, I guess you could say, in the wild, although he was in captivity. Okay, what is this? What is this? Ooh. A couple owls. Let's walk around. Yeah. Oh, this is hilarious. Apparently he just fed and found a mouse, ripped the head off and swallowed the body whole. This is just a barred owl. A couple of them here. All right. Oh. Moving on.
Wow. So powerful and strong. I feel so blessed to have seen him today. This has been incredible. By far the best view I've ever had of a lion in the zoo. Usually I see them laying down sleeping in the sun, and generally they're like behind a stump or a rock or a tree or something. I don't really get to see like we've seen today. Not my luck.
Well, this is probably the most birds that I have seen in my life. Wild turkeys. I'm gonna stop. I don't know that I have to show you guys because you probably know. Oh, focus on the birds, not the fence. There we go. The wild turkeys. These guys always crack me up. The sounds they make. There is a larger bird over here on the other side that's not a turkey, so give me just a second. I'll make my way there. Oh, and I think I see a duck back there too.
This is usually what I see when I go to a lion cage. I usually see this right here, just maybe a head or an ear or something. And I think the other guy's over there. You see his tail? And the other guy's sleeping behind the tree. That's usually all I get. We've been so lucky today getting to see so much of this lion. This is a great enclosure to promote being able to view them. Yeah.
Sandhill crane and a Ross's goose. Of course, we saw plenty of sandhill cranes in Florida. But these guys are all in here together. There's a very large habitat back here. Okay. Nice. I
don't know what this is going to be. I actually did not see a sign. I'm going to guess it's birds or monkeys. Let's see. Over here's a sign. A big-eared canine. Foxes. Ooh, let me see if I can find the fox.
Look at these big whooping cranes right on the other side here. Gosh. They're huge. I'm going to make my way a little closer. One of only 2 crane species in North America, the sign says. I'll try to focus again for you on the bird, not the fence. There we go. Big bird.
All right, I see him, but it is not going to be a pretty picture. He is behind this log, under that bush, kind of behind the bush. Oh, there he comes. Okay, good. I think this might be even a worse view. That's the bat-eared fox. Let's see if we can figure out this zoom with this fence. Oh, there we go. So he's a canine, even though I think he looks more like a cat. Cat with his ears. You're digging in the flower beds, buddy. The beautiful, beautiful flowers. Bat-eared fox. Oh, there's two. Gosh, I didn't even see the second one, did you? I did not see that second one there. Okay, so they want to lay together. They're friends. Lay side by side. Look out for each other.
Flamingos here. I didn't realize that they made this much noise. And I forgot, Julie's gonna have to put it on the screen here, what a group of flamingos are called. I remember it was really flashy, and it was a really neat name, but I forgot what they're called. Let me see, maybe the sign here will tell me. Nope. They are highly social. They congregate in flocks. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to tell you. Give me a second, and I'll be back. Yes, of course. A flamboyance of flamingos. A flamboyance. Oh, that's great. That's great. Man, they're really active today too. All right, let's move on.
Soon we'll be getting a Canada lynx, but this will be its habitat when it comes. I appreciate that. Letting you know that the exhibit is empty, so you don't do what I did looking for the sloth and waste like 10 or 15 minutes. Convinced it's in here somewhere and you just can't find it. Just want to take a minute to enjoy this architecture. Look at this building. This has to be one of the old originals for the Smithsonian. Look at this gorgeous building. Is that what you call Art Deco, I think? And it's got little statues. There's a bear. That is a cool building. I like the Smithsonians that are unique. Lynx or a cat of some sort up there.
Okay, you want to talk about looking like a dinosaur? Right across the way from the flamingo is a Cory bustard. Don't ask me, I'm not in front of the sign. I don't know what this guy does, but he looks serious, large, and predatory. I think there's 3 or 4 in this. You see one right there, in this enclosure. Let me go look and see if I can find out about this bird. Okay, that's cool. So they drink by using their beak like a straw. They suck, and they also use their beak to eat sap. High in protein with beetles, flies, and other insects. Huh. I could have sworn he was a meat eater. Oh, you see his head? You see his head? It's a big bird. I'm gonna walk with it. See if he's making his way back. Oh, he stopped. Nope. He turned around. There he is. Oh, he's scary.
This is called an Allen's swamp monkey, and I feel like I have seen this monkey in every zoo ever, but I just don't feel like I've ever heard it called the Allen swamp monkey. There's a zoo worker who's coming to say hi to the monkeys. Look. You see there?
Let's go to see the next animal.
Okay.
Where's James?
Yeah, she's a zoo person.
Where's James?
Oh, so that's what the monkeys know them, and they figure they're gonna get some food.
Yeah. Well, here's a monkey to see you. Okay. How much at the end of the video? You can see.
I'm not gonna lie, monkeys are usually a low point for me. They're just one notch above birds, but these are really fun because the zookeepers are interacting with them.
Okay, I lied. I think I said there were white ducks in there with the turkeys. That was snow goose. That was my bad. They were just so small. Anyway, that's what those were.
I told you, do you not feel like this is not an Allen swamp monkey. Do we call this something else in other zoos? Look at this neat thing. This O-line, it's an orangutan transit system. It's cabled 50 feet above the ground, and the orangutans can decide if they want to be outside or go into the think tank. Here it is. Cool. I remember in the Brevard Zoo, the monkeys had the ability to change from one habitat to another, and I think one of the big cats did too. That's really cool that they can make some choices.
Oh, walking across the bridge. Look at this guy who just came in. Oh my gosh. Wow. He's humongous. Man. Never seen tusks like that. Okay, I've got to go on to other things because I could just sit and watch the elephants all day. Yikes. Okay, apparently the panda is up and in his outdoor enclosure. There he is. Hello. Uh-oh, I don't know if I can... There's so many people out here. I'm not sure if I can get any more of him. He needs to move a little bit. Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back. I think he's sitting waiting on his food. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm glad he got up. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
My arms are tired holding my phone up. Let's go see what's inside the thing. Here's a cool enclosure inside the air conditioning. Look at this. that popcorn? There's popcorn in that. He's eating popcorn out of bales of hay. What's this guy doing? Oh, he got a drink of water. Okay, there's a water fountain right there. There's popcorn all in this hay. How cool. It gives him something to do, a little game to play. That's so sweet. Picking his popcorn out. Alright, I just talked to Michael. He has completed what he said he was going to try to film for you guys, and I am not done with the lion's share that I bit off. So he's going to go back and try to see if he can see any of the animals that I missed because they weren't out. I really want to see that river otter, and I really want to see the beaver and the mini horse. So he's going to go see if he can find those for you guys.
So I totally butchered that name. Przewalski's horse, the only living relative to domestic horses. And I still can't get him to come out. It must be the weather. It says they can withstand harsh, dry conditions of the Mongolian steppe, but...
All right, next up we have the Great Ape House, and I'm guessing that's where our orangutan friend has made her way, and the Reptile Center. Okay, it's gonna be really loud in here because there's a lot of kids and they are going crazy, but I'm gonna try to talk. If not, I'll put the name of the animal on the screen. This is a Komodo dragon.
don't know if you just saw that. These little North American river otters, I'm now on the American Trail, just come up to shore. They're swimming. I'm going to go down and see the visual, but making my way up to it, I just saw him come out, so I wanted to film just a bit of that. Yeah, let's go down and see him.
Just keeps kicking off the wall.
Get off the railing.
Boy, they're really active now.
Adrian, get away from it. Don't even touch it. Back up, please. Okay. It says not to get on you.
Oh, he got out. Oh no, he went back in his hole. There was a second one in here. I don't know where he went either. Okay, I've come up onto the beaver exhibit. It says if we don't see him, we need to check out a live video. So this is the American beaver. I'm not sure if I told you, but I'm on the American Trail now, making my way back to Julie. Speaking of Julie, she's always said that her spirit animal was the North American otter, because of how much they like water and they like to swim. And I believe it, because she does. Anytime there's water, she's like a golden retriever. She'll be in it. But I don't think I'm gonna see these guys. Shoot. Yeah, I don't. There's a release pod, so I'm not sure. Maybe there's something going on here with medical, but don't think we're going to get to see any beavers today.
We have a Cuban crocodile over here, which I've heard of all the crocodile species, this could potentially be the meanest one. There's another one over here on this side. Same, Cuban crocodile. I never heard of this thing before, a tomistoma? It's a crocodile that lives in Indonesia, Malaysia. Here he is. What an odd looking head he has.
Turtles. There's an alligator.
That's not an alligator.
That's not. That's a terrapin.
Julie may have already filmed this, but I saw this off the beaten path here, so I want to go see a bald eagle. Capital bird. Oh my goodness. Do you see him back there, guys? Look at this. He's not taking any crap. Look at that.
I don't think this footage is going to turn out, but there's a western lowland gorilla up there on the step. Okay, that's what you get right there. Oh, here's another one. Hang on. I'm not a fan of this enclosure because I can't zoom in on anything. It just keeps focusing on what's in the foreground, and a lot of the enclosure is blocked by foliage. So there's a gorilla. Looks like this.
Here's a better look. Just hanging out on its back. Oh, you see him wave? Man, they're big.
This is better. There's mesh on this side.
Look at little cuz. I'm right there.
At the top of the hill is the keeper, and she's throwing watermelon inside. Oh, she was, okay. That's allowed. You see the lady throwing food?
You like, why are you showing that? Because they get it like that.
Okay, so half of the enclosure was that glass that doesn't film. The other half was just a regular chain link. So I hope you enjoyed the gorillas. There's a employee who is throwing, you can't see her, she's out of sight, but she's throwing watermelon. So that's why they're all acting. All right, we were supposed to have a collared brown lemur and a cotton top tamarind. I don't think they're out. It is starting to rain. Perhaps the animals know that, and maybe they have a dry place to be. I don't see either one of those over here. We're supposed to have a coati, but I don't see them here either. So I think the rest of my monkey exploration is gonna be kind of a bust. Wait, there they are. They're up in that. Okay. How am I gonna see up in there? Let's see. All right, there they are. The tamarinds. This footage is terrible. I'm gonna quit filming. It's raining a little bit. I feel like I'm striking out today on the monkey front. I see a kangaroo over here. Oh my gosh, I stand corrected. This is a wallaby. Come to think of it, I don't think I knew what a wallaby was, and I didn't realize I didn't know that. I would have said this was a kangaroo. I only see the one. He's way over here. Be honest, did you know the difference between a kangaroo and a wallaby? Oh, there's some pretty horses. We must have made our way back to where we started. This is called the Przewalski horse. Truly wild. I thought these were going to be mini horses. They look about close to full size. I mean, you know, normal size to me. Beautiful. Wow. I'm so glad they were out. This was where I started my day, and they weren't out yet. I found him. He did everything on his chore chart.
I made a big loop.
Yeah.
And come back up, yeah.
I've done everything but the small mammals, and I just struck out on the lemur and the little monkey, the tamarind and whatnot. So I'm thinking maybe they're inside this house. We need to do that.
Okay. Yeah, there have been a lot of enclosures and habitats that were unoccupied today, or they were somewhere else. Yeah.
Just my luck.
Right. Same.
That's okay. I would say of everything I saw, the lions was, if you don't care about this, the lions was really fantastic. You should probably go see that.
Okay.
It's right down there, and you just walk around a circle.
I think if you, and you haven't, seen the pandas.
I have to see the panda.
Yes, and I want to take you by, because you have to go through it first. I want to show you the elephants. I've filmed the elephants like 6 different times.
They were supposed to be on my route.
We have to come back and forth. You have to cross bridges to go to the birdhouse.
I did the elephant walk, and I didn't see a thing. I just saw the backside of one way far.
Yeah. So I'll show you that.
We're in the small mammals, and we haven't seen a small mammal yet.
No.
Every habitat seems to be empty. Maybe they're all sleeping. All right, our first small mammal. I don't know if I can film him though. It's a porcupine. He's way up there.
Didn't realize he was such a climber.
I didn't either. Now that you say that, yeah, I think of them on the ground.
Oh, there he is.
Way up there. It's a sand cat. I don't see any other small mammals. This was worth it. Sand cat, look how cute he is.
The sand cat's paws won't leave any prints.
I wish you'd look at me. Look at that back foot. What a cutie. Okay, and I found the lemurs too. I thought they were going to be outside, but I guess they've chosen to come in here, or maybe they have 2 habitats. Thank goodness. I really wanted to see the lemurs.
I'm hoping he's getting ready to pounce. It looked like he was trying to figure out if he should go up or not. Now he just looks confused.
He looks sleepy.
Yeah. What do we do
now? Cute little armadillo butt. Don't know how I can film this without glare on the glass. It's Goldie.
Yeah. Can you imagine putting that thing on Amber's back?
No. It looks like her though.
I know.
Michael says this one is a dwarf mongoose. It's about the size of the rat that I see in our
You're
trash.
not kidding.
Where our trash goes. He is so cute.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, can we get one?
He is cute.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Who's playing in the ball pit? Let me go
These
see
are
if I can find you.
meerkats, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
They're so cute.
I wonder if they're digging for treats or what they're doing.
There's a really nice meerkat exhibit at the Brevard Zoo.
Yeah, there really is. Do you see this cool skull? This ram skull? I want to know what they're searching for.
Look at that one. There's always one that's keeping guard, and
Yeah.
his head is on a swivel. They take turns, and he literally will look in all directions non-stop.
Doing patrols.
He's looking for hawks. Yeah, I bet he's never seen one in here.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Oh, Julie saw him, okay.
I saw them when I was coming up from the Tamarind, and I didn't realize I was back where I started.
Okay,
They
let me
are
get
so
around.
pretty.
They are, yeah.
I thought they were going to be mini horses.
Like, next time you come here, with
I have to be honest, what I thought it was when I read it were the small horses, like you said. It looks like a cross between a mini horse and a zebra. But this is actually the domesticated horse's closest relative.
But they're not domesticated.
Right.
I think they're just gorgeous.
They are.
So
They're very
pretty.
pretty.
I wonder why they've never been domesticated.
I don't know.
I asked this question about zebras, and I don't remember what the answer was. But something about zebras don't think the way horses do, and that you can't domesticate
They
them.
may not do well, yeah, when
I don't
they're in
remember
captivity.
The reason, but I asked, or they told me
Uh-huh.
on one of the Disney safaris I was on.
Okay.
I think they might be the prettiest animal here. But I still want to go see that panda.
Well, we got to see the elephant first. Can't you see those big
I
boys?
just see an elephant.
Yeah, look at
I
these
took
big
the
guys.
elephant trail and I didn't see one.
Is there only one on this side? There's 3 different sides you can see these guys from.
Which one is it?
The Asian.
I saw the rear end from a long distance.
From a long, yeah.
Wow. He does look different than any elephant
Yeah.
I've ever seen.
He does look different, yeah.
I've seen elephants at all zoos have an elephant, but this one, his head is completely different.
There's an indoor as well that you can walk through, but they weren't indoors today when we started.
Okay, look how cute this is though. Lights out. After hours. These are some elephants sleeping, laying down.
As big as they are, they sleep
That's so cute. They're so huge, but that's so cute. I just, horses, sleep standing up. I don't know about giraffes, but I never thought about it. How cute that they're laying down.
Cows bed down, don't they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think they do, yeah. Maharani.
Uh-huh.
I literally just told Michael I'm craving Indian food. That is the name of our favorite Indian restaurant in Charlotte that we missed, although we found an amazing one here in DC. This is the coolest elephant enclosure I've ever seen at a zoo.
Yeah.
There are multiple places you can actually see the elephants depending on what they feel like doing. And there's even an indoor area if they want to get in the shade. We got this friend over here throwing sand on himself. This is such a cool elephant habitat.
Yeah. Oh.
Not gonna lie, I was kind of on the fence about how I felt about this zoo.
Okay.
Then I saw the lions,
Yeah.
and I was blown away because that was the best lion exhibit I've ever seen. It's basically impossible not to get a good look at a lion. And then this puts it over the edge for me. This is definitely going on my list of favorites.
Then I need to take you to the bridge to let you see the overlook.
Okay, yeah, I didn't see a bridge.
A third
I was really striking out this morning. Everything I found, everything I was looking for, I couldn't find, and I was getting really discouraged. I was like, I don't know if I like this
Now they
zoo.
all wanted to come in. Nobody was in here this morning when I first.
They
came
heard
in.
I was complaining about not being able to see any animals. They were like, we'll show you what we can do.
We'll get right front and center. Hey.
Now tell me that don't look just like Abra's head. Especially when her hair's grown out just a little bit. Look, he's got straw all over the top of him.
Yeah. Oh, man, it's so cool.
I have
don't know
just
if I've ever
never
been
seen Asian
closer.
elephants before
Yeah.
in real life, so this is really cool for me. I'm assuming these are still the Asian ones, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go see where they're going. The elephant curtsied to us all watching, and I didn't get it on film. I had turned my camera off because I just wanted to stand there and watch and enjoy, and then he literally did a little bow.
He just kind of bowed a little bit. Okay, is it true that they think humans are like little golden retrievers or to play with? Yeah.
Guys, this is my first ever live panda. I know we're gonna get a better look at him, but there he is. Oh my goodness.
I think he's sleeping again.
Look at the little black ears and the little black arms and the stripe across his feet. So, oh my goodness. Oh, I love this elephant bridge.
Yeah, it's really neat.
I have loved all the animals I have seen, but I think you had the cooler route this morning. Michael said this is what he was doing when he was here before, just sleeping. But he is pooped in his sleep. Watch. This is just my luck.
I know. You just see the back
Finally
end.
get to see a panda for the first time in my life. I get to see a panda sleeping in his own poop. Okay, bonus footage. This isn't part of the zoo, but
Something not in an exhibit.
you look at him, a little chippy monk. He's about to get stung by the bee.
I know. I was like, what does a bee want?
What a cutie. Say bye-bye, shaking his tail. Bye-bye. Oh, is he coming at me?
He probably thinks you have food. He's probably been like conditioned.
Oh, I forgot. I got to tell you about the monkeys eating peanuts.
Okay.
No, popcorn. Africa is currently under construction, so there will be lots more to see next time we come here.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I think we have seen the whole zoo between the two of us.
Yeah, and that still took 3 hours. Yeah,
So-
it's a good property as far as walkability and staying on track to see the exhibits. I thought it was well done. I told them in the video, all of the greeny, the green foliage and flowers, they did a really good job to shade the place too. So I really enjoyed that.
The sun just came out, so it's just starting to get hot, and it's actually starting to get really crowded. We're
Yes.
looking at the perfect time.
Yeah.
I will say it was shady the whole time. That was great, but it is very hilly, so you really need to be expecting to walk a lot of hills. I didn't feel like the zoo was that big. It didn't feel like I walked that far, but it was very hilly.
It is. There's
Yeah.
a lot of up and down. There's a couple of like off trail. The American trail is kind of off the main road, if you will. So yeah, Julie's right. You just need to be prepared for that.
What was your favorite part?
Favorite part? I want to say elephants automatically, but I've never seen a panda in the wild. So that was really neat to watch a panda that up close and to eat. That was really cool. I guess that was my favorite part. Yeah. What about you?
Oh, it had to be pandas.
Had to be the panda?
All the zoos I've ever been to, I've never seen a panda.
Yeah.
They're not as big as I thought they were going to be. They're just, they were so cute. They were so
Isn't it
adorable.
weird when you take a step back and you think more than like 2 seconds that those are actually bears?
Yeah.
Because they don't act like.
They don't look like it.
Yeah.
I really like that horse too. The white, I can't pronounce it, but
Yes.
the large horse. I thought that was gorgeous. It was by far the best lion enclosure I've ever seen.
Okay.
I've been to a fair number of zoos, not probably more than the average person. And that is the best lion enclosure I've ever
Okay.
seen yet.
Yeah.
I was telling the camera, I almost always get in a situation if I can see the side of a lion's head or maybe its spine and its tail, but they're always sleeping and they're always obstructed by things. This was a great lion habitat.
And it makes you wonder if they're even real.
I started out this vlog kind of jaded because we got here and I think the overcast weather was kind of bumming me out a little bit.
Oh.
And then I went,
okay.
the horse wasn't there, and then the river otter wasn't there, and then I got to see the rear end of an elephant from a long distance, and I thought I was on the elephant trail and I wasn't. Then the bald eagle wasn't bald, and then the beaver didn't come out even though I circled a whole bunch of times. And the guys were out there shaking food, and I was like, man, is this gonna be one of those zoos where like you spend all day walking around looking at enclosures? So I was kind of getting a little bit of a bad attitude. Then I wound up at the farmyard and I started to itch.
I did not go to the farmyard.
I grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, I've done this.
And then I went and there's three, like the lemur and two different little monkeys. They're supposed to be in a row. All three of their cages are side by side. Not one of them out. And I'm like, I was just kind of having a bad attitude about things. And then it all just like turned on its head and it got better. And actually, when I saw the elephant exhibit, I was like, okay, I am feeling this zoo is like ratcheting up on my list of favorite zoos because that was the coolest elephant exhibit I've ever seen.
Yeah, easily it was. I left it wanting more, and what I mean by that is it's unfortunate so much is under construction and being renovated because what was here and what was out, they did a great job, and so I wanted to see
a zoo that's not just giraffes, zebras, elephants.
Yeah, I didn't even see a giraffe today. You're
or
right,
a zebra, yeah.
Or a zebra. Yeah, you're right.
And the elephants
or
were
wildebeest.
Asian elephants. I'd never seen an Asian elephant before.
Yeah, that too. So it was well done, and then to realize that it was a free admission. I mean, it's great.
We did have to pay to park here. We chose not to take the metro because we were trying to save a little bit of time.
Yeah.
But it is not free to park, but it is free to enter this zoo. Your tax dollars pay for this zoo, so.
And so
very clean, very nice.
To realize all of that, I do think it's pretty great. And I agree with you. It started out, and I wasn't really sure what to think, but when we ended it, it's a pretty great zoo. Yeah.
I had a good time here today.
Me too.
All right, guys, we'll see you another day and another adventure. Thank you for watching.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
One more thing I forgot.
Oh.
We're still doing the postcard thing. If you are the first person to leave a comment and say, I want that postcard, this is one of the two pandas here. I don't know if it was the one sleeping in crap.
It was the one we watched eating. It was actually the one we watched eating. There was a sign.
It was that one. This isn't the one that was sleeping in its own poo. If you're the first person to leave a comment and say you want this postcard, we will send you a response back with an email address where you can send us a mailing address, and we would love to send you a little note and say thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Had a good time at the zoo, and I'm glad you were there with us. Bye for real this time.
Bye-bye.